Hey guys. Oh, just had a dream. It's 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. right now. And just had a dream. Well, information. My spirit gives me information. And this is what it was. Okay, I'm going to start back a year ago or so, or more. You know Redd Foxx from Sanford and Son? You grew up watching him. You know, Redd Foxx. Love a guy, right? Well, at least the guy on the Sanford and Son show, character. But what was he like in real life? I don't know. But since I really love the guy, making me laugh for the last most of my life, I had a dream after he died, a little while after he died, and in the dream, a long time ago, right after he died, I was walking down the street in L.A. and it wasn't like a dream. It was more astral travel. And I'm walking there, and he's sitting on the side of the street in a chair, like at a barber shop or a shop or something. He's sitting outside on the street with a couple other guys, and they're just sitting there cracking jokes, right? And I started laughing, but I don't even know what the joke was. I was like, wow, it's Redd Foxx, right? I'm like, wow. And that was the dream. So, to me, that dream was saying that's where he is. He's in the lower astral, on the earth. Okay? And that's basically what that meant. So, he's doing the same thing he did in real life, cracking jokes and having fun with his buddies. Okay, so this morning I just had a dream about him again. And he was in a church. He was in a church, and he had a blue suit on, and he was younger. And he's standing before Christ, the Christ people, whoever they are, whatever. And he was being judged, or what you perceive as being judged before Christ is basically you're judging yourself, okay? What you are in your spirit, in your soul, and your ego, what you've done on the earth for yourself, for your own self, and others, the good and the bad. Were you good or were you bad? You judge yourself. Christ is only there to interpret it. Okay, do you understand? Because you can't interpret it. So, to be led into Christ's consciousness with Christ, they judge you. Well, you're actually judging yourself. They interpret it, what you've done, and put you where you're supposed to be to learn. Okay, you got that? It's a little game. Everybody thinks Christ judges you. No, you judge yourself. Christ interprets the shit. Christ sifts through the shit of your soul and finds out the good and the bad in what you've done. That's how it's done. Christ don't judge you. Christ don't judge you. Christ like, here's the rules. Have fun. Let me know when you're done. When you die, I'll tell you where you need to be by what you've done. Alright? So, he's standing there in a church in a blue suit, looking younger in the dream. And they're reading a bunch of stuff off to him, and he looks kind of sad and whatever. I'm standing next to Redd Foxx, a bunch of his family. His family is there. And remember, this is like a year or two later, okay? He's finally being judged. A year or two later. That's how many people got to go through this. So you got to wait all this time before you get to see Christ and get your turn. Just to let you know. But there's not really no time and spirit, or time and space and soul and spirit and stuff like that. So I'm standing there, I'm looking at him, and they put on his suit, or it just appeared. Sorry, it just appeared. I'm looking at him one time. He's got a blue suit on. They're doing the judging or whatever, and they put, you know how the military has the little thing, the gold chevron, and there's usually 3 or 4 of them on your shoulder, depending on your rank, right? And I saw that appeared on Redd Foxx's suit that he was wearing. And I'm like, what the hell does that mean, right? Then I woke up, and I'm laying in bed, and Christ is there. I go, what is that red? What's that gold bar mean on the shoulder? And on Redd Foxx, right? And he goes, that means, I gotta get the words right. Let me think about it. So he was like rank 1. Okay. That means he was like rank 1. And he goes, Christ said, Christ that was working with me, Christ said, that means he was used by Satan. And I'm like, used by Satan? He goes, yeah, used by Satan. So, basically, in Redd Foxx's life here on the earth, probably Hollywood, he sold his soul. He probably didn't even know. He just wanted to be an actor and entertainer. But you gotta sign the contracts to Hollywood and the producers and all this bullshit, right? In that contract and in that stuff, you get owned by a demon, and a demon controls you, right? And he was used by Satan, used by the media, used by the entertainment system. And that's what Christ said. I don't want to say any more because I don't really know anymore. But there you go. Used and abused by Satan. His soul. Just to make me laugh. But it's all about him. And the reason he's wearing the cross, and not the cross, the reason he's wearing that little chevron is he was like rank 1 in it. Now, how many ranks are there? I don't know, I'm not a military guy. I think it was 3 or 4 or something. Imagine number 4. Imagine being a number 4 rank. Wow. Some dark shit. I just watch TV. Imagine the guys who are really bad. You know who they are. And that's not just Hollywood. That's the entertainment. It's the whole entertainment system. Okay, so be it the guy, the producer, or whatever, tells you to make a show and do this, and you do it, and it's bad, and you don't even have a choice to say no, or you eat a bullet, you know, or your family member dies. I mean, that's how they do it. Just go on and watch. Ask me, and I'll put you to a bunch of videos. I'll put a bunch of videos in the description of what they do to you, okay? I post other people's YouTube channels, and they know a lot more than I do about how Satan controls you and uses you, and you get owned by them and everything. And so that's where Redd is today. Now, if he's still on the earth, what happens, like, I woke up after I saw the little chevron type thing on his arm. I don't know what happened at that. If he's in Christ now, maybe he always was in Christ, but he's still. And if Redd Foxx has to wear this on the earth in a soul state in the lower astral as a lesson, a reminder to him, as a reminder to others. And you can see it. You can see it. I think this. I'm not talking for Christ. I never am. I just try to explain what I learned. And you see it because Redd Foxx, man, that fucker was funny. He is funny. And it comes from a good place, okay? Now, I don't know his public life. And I don't know a lot of that. I don't know anything of his public life. But somewhere along the line, his judgment, Redd Foxx's judgment on himself was, I was used by Satan to get ahead in the entertainment industry. And really, I don't know if he was a billionaire or whatever. I don't know how far he went up. All that. I don't know where he is now. If he's in fucking heaven, if he's not, if he's still grounded in the lower astral. I don't know. But he was being judged, or he's judging himself. Christ is interpreting it for him. And basically said, Christ said, it means you were used by Satan. So he was a bitch being used by the devil. Okay? Now, what's the devil? What's Satan? Satan is the darkness in your own fucking head. That's all it is. And it branches out from there. Other people use that. Satan is the head. God is your inner light. You listen to the shit in your head, the greed, all that, or you listen to your heart. And that's what it is. Satan's of the earth, the physical, the box, the brain is of the earth. God is of the heart. God is in your heart, the light. You can listen to Satan. You can live in your heart. Or another choice you got is sit on the fence. And sitting on the fence ain't too good. And that's a choice too. I'm atheist. Yeah, you're just a chump. You're just a loser. But whatever. Hey man, it's your life. Whatever. I'm just telling you what I learned. And some other things. And you're free to do that. But make a choice. Go to your heart. Listen to your heart. I fight with my ego all the time. It always loses. Sometimes I compromise with it to shut them up. Cause if I'm in conflict with my heart and my head, we're in conflict, my heart always wins. I just gotta calm the fuck down up here. Find a new way through my heart. It just takes a little bit of time and thinking and feeling the path. But that's Redd Foxx. I just had that dream this morning. I figured I'd make this video before I forget it all. There's one more thing I was going to say, but I can't find it right now. Alright. So, okay, later guys.